Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, we are done with the trial. Within a trial, we are now on the main trial. In this court today, we are listening to the confession statements that were given or allegedly given by both accused number 1 and accused number 2. So on this video, let's listen to the statement that is alleged it was given by accused number 1, who is Muzi Sibiya. Family, as you listen to this statement by Muzi Sibiya, please do not forget to compare it with the statement that was read by Colonel Rapahadu for Bongani Ntanzi, because there's a lot of contradiction. It's like we're talking about two different cases here. Where it's like there's a case that was committed by Ntanzi, Bongani, and the other guys, and there's a case committed by Muzi Sibiya and the Buthelezis. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who has heard that, but these people are like they were in different cases of murder. Family, let's listen to Colonel Mbotho as he is presenting the confession statement that is alleged to be the one given by Muzi Sibiya. Let's listen.
That the next witness, Colonel Mbotho, be recalled. The witness is going to testify in respect of Exhibit FF. I've given my colleagues copies of Exhibit FF, which I also give to the court. We're sitting with the original of Exhibit H of the previous witness. I think we'll just make a bundle of all the originals for the court.
Yeah, please. Yeah, swear the witness in.
Your full names and surname?
Moses Mbotho.
Do you have any objection in taking the prescribed oath?
No, my lord.
If you so, do you then swear that the evidence that you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth? If you do swear, please raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
Help me God.
Witness is on in, my lord.
Colonel Mbotho, you've already testified in the trial within a trial.
Yes, my lord.
Regarding Exhibit FF. Now, the court has ruled that the evidence regarding FF is admissible. If I can then ask you to go to paragraph 13 of Exhibit FF.
So uphane ngobufakazi kule nkantolo futhi inkantolo yona ithe lokho bufakazi kuyavumeleka. Ngizocela ukuthi uye ku paragraph 13.
Just to give some background, you've already testified, but just put that on record, just to contextualize your evidence.
As the court pleases, paragraph 13, since it appears that the deponent is in his sound, sober senses, has not been unduly influenced to understand his rights as prescribed by Section 35 of the Constitution, freely and voluntarily wishes to make a statement, he is informed that he may now proceed.
Manje-ke la paragraph 13 ithi njengoba kubonakala ukuthi umuntu lo ozoyenza lesi statement yena ukhululekile, manje-ke yena usekayacebiswa ngamalungelo wakhe okuya ngomthethosisekelo, uyacebiswa ngamalungelo wakhe okuya ngomthethosisekelo, futhi yena ukhululekile no ukuthi angayenza lesi statement yena manje sekangaqhubeka.
Yes. You can then go straight to the annexure, put the contents on record.
As the court pleases. On 2014, between September and October, it was Sabata, in bracket, which is Saturday. My friend Marco Buthelezi and Makimba Buthelezi entered the house and demanded cell phone, and they shot the now deceased. On that week, in that year, during the week, it was on Wednesday, I was at my place at hostel in Fostoras at Basutu section, and I received the call from my friends Marco Buthelezi and Makimba Buthelezi. Both were staying at Fostoras hostel, but Zulu section. The person who was calling me was Marco, but I heard on the background that he was with Makimba. I told them that I am present, and he said he is coming with Makimba. Paragraph 2. Few minutes, they arrived by Polo, white in color, and it was driven by Makimba. But the owner of the Polo is Marco. Both they are from Kwanongoma in KZN. I just entered the car and sit at the back seat. Marco said to me, there is a job we need to do. I asked them what job, and Marco said they were hired by Kelly to kill Senzo. And I asked the suspect, which Kelly and which Senzo? The suspect said Kelly Kumalo and Senzo Meyiwa. They are the people we're talking about. Paragraph 3. I asked them if they already charged the money, and they said yes. They charged 100,000, both Marco and Makimba charged for the killing. Marco was the one who was having dreadlocks, and Makimba was wearing the cap, red in color, and I was wearing the white cap. Those caps were wearing on Saturday, and the one with dreadlocks was wearing the wool hat. The accused remind me that in order not to mix the days, in brackets. Sometimes we drove, same time, we drove to the traditional healer, Mkulu, as we used to call him, and he is from Swaziland. This is the traditional healer we use to go to before we committing crime. He is from Swaziland. Paragraph 5. The Inyanga stays at Katle home at Palm Ridge, and we entered there, 3 of us. Marco is the one who explained to the traditional healer, Mkulu, in brackets, that we want to check if we are going to succeed in doing this job. He further mentioned to Mkulu that we are going to kill Senzo Meyiwa, and we were bought or hired by Kelly Kumalo, who was the girlfriend to Senzo Meyiwa. Mako told us that Kelly won money from Senzo, but he never told Mkulu that. Mkulu, traditional healer, checked for us and said, we are going to succeed to kill the said person. And he also gave us protection medicine and belts to put on the arms or at our waist, which was going to make us to succeed in killing him and to protect us from any danger. We paid Mkulu 50 rand for checking our job. When we finished the job, we decided that we must pay him 5,000.
Just
We must
read
pay
those.
him Mkulu 5,000, and we left to the hostel, and they left me there to their places of residence. I sat at my place and we never spoke till Saturday, in bracket Sabata. When I received the call from Marco, where he told me that we are going afternoon to the work which we're planning to do. They never told me the time, but they arrived at about 18 hours, and they took me by the very same bowl. I was sitting at the back seat. Makimba was driving. The vehicle drove to the address for Storas, and the vehicle parked by the corner as Makimba was driving. While we were driving to the place, Marco received the call, and I heard Marco answering the phone and said, we are on the way, coming. In brackets, paragraph 9. After dropping the call, he told us that Kelly is calling and want to know if we are coming. Then we alighted at the corner and we walked on foot to the house. And the firearm was with Marco. And he asked who was going to enter the house. We discussed that we will make us as if we are committing robbery. And the firearm was one, and it was at Marco's possession. Marco asked who was going to get in, and I tell them, no, me, I'm going to stand outside and watch if there is somebody who comes in and disturb us. I must quickly report. Marco and Makimba got into the house, and Marco was the only one who was in possession of the firearm. Number 11, they entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones. According to them, they said they found 3 people in the house. That was Meyiwa and 2 girls in the dining room. One of those 2 girls was Kaylee. They said Meyiwa refused with cell phone, and he stood and grabbed each other with Marco. Marco took out the firearm and shot at him. Kelly ran to the bedroom and came back while still pushing each other, and the sound of the firearm came out. As the result, Kelly ran back to the bedroom, and the shots came 2 times again, and they came out running, and we ran into the car, which was parked at the corner of the street. We drove to the hostel, and they said They never took anything, cell phone or money. Early in the morning, I received a call from Marco and said he was going to go and collect the money from Kill. At about 9 o'clock, I received the money from Marco, who told me that we have rewarded for our job. He gave me 30,000 for my share. We agreed, 3 of us, to go to give Mkulu 5,000 for his assistance in this job. Mkulu helped us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck. 13, we came back to the room where they dropped me and they left. Nobody came to us or police. The story was quiet. I read that somebody is arrested in this case, and I know that it was the wrong person, and it took short time, and both of them were arrested for the crimes. The firearm that
For other crimes.
paragraph 14 for other crimes. Thank you, my lord. The firearm that was used, sold to Mtobi's stall from Umsinga in KZN, that is the firearm that was used to kill Senzo, which was owned by Marco Buthelezi. Makinde Buthelezi were arrested at KZN, and Marco was killed by the police at Davidton during the arrest. They were arrested after 2 months. And then after all the statements have been submitted and written down, my lord, I read back to the accused and make some rectification where it's supposed to. And
Yes,
then he
we'll
understood.
we'll get to that. Just give the interpreter a chance.
Family, if this confession statement, if indeed it was given by Muzi Sibiya, family, I'm afraid this case is going to take longer than we thought. Because when you listen at the two accused people, there is a vast difference. You know, it's like they were not together. As Bongani is claiming he was with Muzi Sibiya on that particular day, but Muzi Sibiya doesn't mention Bongani Ntanzi at all. So, you know, all that may cause this case to take longer than we thought. Family, in the comment section, please comment. Let's hear what is your opinion about it. And thank you very much for watching to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet, family. I love you. Bye-bye.